harder for you to lose weight.
Special anchor Maria Shriver's back with more this morning. Maria, good to see you again.
Thank you all. Nice to see you all again. Well, when it comes to being overweight, many people feel a lot of guilt, viewing their eating habits as some kind of personal flaw. Well, now a new study of the brain may offer them some relief and could explain why some people can't better control their eating. For Myrtle Green, food is her best friend and worst enemy. The 5'4" mom weighing up to 240 pounds, her overeating a compulsion. She started looking, oh God, did I eat that whole box of cookies? I actually blamed myself because I felt like I didn't have willpower to stop or pull away from the table. But now new research suggests obese people's love affair with food may not be caused by lack of willpower, but because their brains are wired differently. This study took 4 years. What's the word you would describe when you saw the results? Shocking. In her study at the University of Texas Southwestern, Dr. Nancy Pusaferi compared how the brains of 15 lean women responded to food versus 15 obese women like Myrtle, after both had eaten an identical meal and reported being full.
So these are the areas of the brain that receive that information about what's pleasurable.
She found once the lean women were full, their brains showed no interest in food, but brains of the obese women still lit up.
It's as if they haven't eaten at all. Their brain is still revved up and driving them to eat.
Dr. Pusaferi then followed her obese subjects through weight loss surgery. 6 months after thinning down, she found their brain responses to food actually changed, looking more like the lean women's. But a year after surgery, their brains returned to craving food, even after the women were full.
Their brain started shifting back to their old stance.
Their old obese brain. So it started becoming their enemy again, in a way. Possibly explaining why it's so hard for obese people to keep weight off long term. Myrtle, who was also in the study, lost 50 pounds with her surgery and says her yearnings for sweets initially stopped. But a year later, they came back.
I noticed that I still have the lust after certain foods.
What is the message to people who are struggling with their weight? Is it to, now you have an excuse, sit back, it's okay?
I think it's know that it's difficult. Don't expect it to be anything but difficult. You can still lose weight. It's just going to take a tremendous effort.
Myrtle says knowing her brain is wired this way empowers her to take control, exercising more and weighing herself daily to combat her mind's natural impulses.
I must acknowledge that those brain patterns are there, and with that knowledge, work through it to do better for me.
Exactly. Well, researchers still don't know why the brains of some obese people are wired differently. Is it genetic, or does becoming overweight actually cause your brain to change? Well, doctors hope to develop medicines to counteract these brain changes so they can actually treat obesity as a disorder of the brain, much like they do depression. And that's where the doctor was saying is the future.
And I think this is really good because there are some people who write this off and they look at someone who's extremely overweight and they say, that's a willpower issue.
Exactly.
But this looks right at biology.
Yeah, the doctor was saying that when people would come in, they would always say to her, there's something in my brain. My brain is different, so, which is why they did the study. And she said it turns out they're actually right. So she's hoping that people will be more compassionate.
It's so fascinating. You think about everybody who's on that yo-yo diet, and now it totally makes sense.
Exactly. And she's saying don't use it as an excuse.
Right.
But for all of us have to have a little bit more compassion.
You better believe it.
Yeah. I love this series.
That's amazing.
Yes, I think it's so exciting.
Do we have a second to show the picture of you guys from 35 years ago?
No.